It is apple season and I am super excited to show you my take on apple strudel. Now this is a super light apple strudel, super crispy on the outside and homemade apple filling. You guys, there is one secret ingredient to this recipe and it is Phyllo Dough. That's right, I am using my favorite organic phyllo sheets from the Phyllo factory. That is my Mediterranean twist on apple strudel. I'm Susie with the MediterraneanDish.com. I'm all about easy, wholesome recipes with big Mediterranean flavors. And today, we're gonna make apple strudel my way using Phyllo Dough from the Phyllo factory. The star of the filling is, of course, apples. I am using a couple varieties here, you guys. I'm using 1 Granny Smith apple and 2 Gala apples. We're gonna start by actually peeling them and slicing them real thick. Granny Smith coming right up. Does anybody know why it's called Granny Smith? Do you know? I like to use a paring knife for this, but you can, however you get to slicing the apple does not matter as long as they're nice and thin. That was a bit of a workout, but we've got 3 apples already sliced and that's really kind of the bulk of the work here. And we're gonna take this apple party over to the stove and mix it up with some nuts and spices to make our beautiful apple filling for this apple strudel. So let's head to it. So I've got my pan here, it's nice and warm. What I'm about to do is start my apple filling process. Just a couple teaspoons of ghee, which is clarified butter, better for you. Of course, even better for you is some good extra virgin olive oil. A little bit more of this. All right, that baby's nice and melted. We're gonna go ahead with our apples. I'm not really looking to cook my apples here, you guys, just a couple minutes to help release some of the juices and begin to do all the flavoring that I need to. We're gonna do some brown sugar. Apple and brown sugar is great together. A little bit of cinnamon and just a tiny pinch of nutmeg and cardamom, like less than a 1/4 teaspoon. Bring about all the flavors of fall right here, you guys. Tiny, tiny pinch of cardamom. Mix it all up and create some juice. Okay, from here we're gonna add some walnuts and raisins. Can you feel it? Flavor party going right here. Cinnamon, nutmeg, cardamom, walnuts, raisins, and apples. Oh my gosh, this is the best apple filling ever. And a little bit of orange juice. Beautiful apple filling, you guys, and we're gonna try to get the juices into this bowl because that's what we're gonna use to brush our phyllo sheets. And we'll talk a lot of phyllo. We're gonna be feeling the phyllo in just a minute. And I'm gonna add yet a little bit more extra virgin olive oil because I need to have enough to brush my phyllo sheets. So mix this a little bit together. All right, so we've got our apple filling ready. We've got our beautiful juices to jazz up our phyllo dough. Now we grab our phyllo, the secret ingredient to this apple strudel, you guys. Now I use organic phyllo dough from the Phyllo factory. You can find this in most grocery stores in the freezer section, like next to things like pie crust and that kind of thing. So it is available everywhere almost, and it is amazing stuff. I love it. So I'll just open it. It comes in a box like this. You need about 10 to 12 sheets of phyllo, which means you can make 2 because this has a lot. By the way, make sure that the phyllo is completely thawed out overnight in your fridge and take it out of the fridge about 1 hour before you make this pie. So that's an important tip. Keep that in mind. When working with phyllo dough, it will come frozen, so make sure that it is thawed out properly. Roll it out on a clean surface. Grab a clean kitchen towel and make sure that you cover your phyllo while you're working. It comes nice and thin like this, like paper thin, you guys. If you have not worked with phyllo, it comes like this. Don't worry if you mess it up, it's not a big deal. So you're gonna lay one sheet down, you're gonna go ahead and add your juices, so to speak. And you're gonna give it a nice brush. And you're gonna do this every sheet or two if you like. Dab and brush. Beautiful. If you work super fast already with Phyllo, you don't have to cover it. The reason that I cover it is because I don't want it to dry up and then it will break, because it's very, very fragile, but it's also amazing. So I love it. By the way, this organic Phyllo dough from the Phyllo factory is fat-free, you guys, completely, and vegan. So this is a great alternative for people who want to make, you know, pies and things that they want a lighter option and a vegan option than your average pie crust. One sheet at a time or two until you have like 12 sheets of Phyllo laid open just like this on your sheet pan. All right, so we have our 10 or 12 sheets down right now, and they're all ready, and we've brushed them with that beautiful juices from our apple filling, and all we have to do is add our apple filling. Kind of right at the center of your Phyllo dough right here. And the raisins have opened up, so much flavor. You get every little bit in here. Beautiful. Okay, so all you have to do is kind of roll it up like a jelly roll type situation. So first of all, just grab on one side and go to kind of almost to the middle right here, right? This is your seat. Then fold over, okay? Are you with me? Because it's super easy. Fold over, because you've left enough room on both sides. That's very important, right? So fold over and then nicely turn this over carefully. And then we're gonna drizzle some more of that olive oil and whatever is left over of the juice. Do not worry, you guys, if you see some breakage in some parts. Obviously, don't roll it too hard because you don't want it to completely break open. But all the crispiness and all the beauty is in that paper thin, right? So don't be afraid of it. It's super easy to work with, as you saw. We're gonna just put this baby in the oven for a few minutes, and then we're gonna have ourselves a beautiful apple strudel. Are you ready? We're gonna go grab the best ever apple strudel. It smells so good. That is money. It is so good looking right now, super crispy on the outside. Things are oozing, which is exactly what I want. There's so much goodness going on. I'm just gonna garnish, if you like, maybe with a little bit of powdered sugar right here. Just give it a quick shake. A little bit cinnamon. So beautiful, you guys. Now this is a huge apple strudel. You can feed like 10 people or more. So the easiest way to transfer the apple strudel out of your sheet pan is just basically by holding the parchment paper up very carefully and just placing it on here and simply sliding the parchment paper out. So that's what I did, and if it doesn't slide, just cut around the parchment paper. It's just fine. And now you can just cut through this goodness. Do you hear that crisp? It is so good. And it is messy, and it's glorious, and it's everything good. You guys, this is the apple strudel of the year. I'm telling you. And that's it for my easy apple strudel with Phyllo. You guys, grab the full recipe over on themediterraneandish.com. Don't forget to subscribe and comment and leave me all the love below this video. I love to answer all your questions, so don't be shy and head over to the store and grab some Phyllo dough. It is amazing. We'll talk to you later. Ciao. You can go away now.